Hi guys. Okay, I want to explain to you today. I'm waiting for my new tenant to come and arrive. The good news is that if you have a look at the video here and here, that shows the information of this tenant where the tenant broke the lease and I was refurbishing it. There is now, I think, a bit of a portfolio of them videos about that house, so go and have a look at my channel. It's great stuff and it's actually quite entertaining. I want to talk about this house, the application. The good news was I put up an advert looking for a new tenant and we got 120 applicants in the one area. Of course, we had the haters online, of course, hating me for charging £800 a month rent. You go and check the video out yourself and you decide whether it's worth 800 or not. I don't think it's unfair. I don't think it's an unreasonable price. I know there are cheaper rents, but they don't come with the caveats of when you make a call, I come to the house within a minute or try and get to as quick as I can to fix your house for you or your home for you. So I provide a good service and I provide a good aftercare for all my tenants. Anyway, so there was one thing that was getting on my nerves and I had to reflect on it. I've done a post about it here. You want to have a look at that before you go ahead. This person applied for a professional working family to come and live in my property. Now, I have no problem with people on benefits, but this person that applied, absolutely scoundrel, scandalous. It was open and direct levels of a lack of concern for benefit scrounging. They are taking home more money than I am, any member of my staff in the entire workforce. And that really knocked my socks. I could not believe that 3 people, of which 4 people are living in the home. Now, bear with me on that. The third person or the fourth person has a big issue. But 3 people wanted to come and live in my house. And they were taking in £4,700 in benefits, of which was validated by me, checked by the banks coming in, and their entitlements in which they get. They have 2 young children who are disabled. Now, I know that disability can't be seen, but I saw the children and they were well behaved, normal looking children. They weren't what I would call disabled. They got up and down the stairs. In fact, they ran around the house when they were looking at the property. They didn't seem to be any way socially anxiety. They were talking to me, they were chatting to me about which room they were going to get, and everything looked positive. I couldn't believe that children get £459 of personal independence payments, as well does she, as well does he. They call nearly £2,000 of their benefits in personal independence payments. Now, they pulled up in a brand new metallic silver C-Class. I would say it would have been the 230. It looked like the 230 fastback. Beautiful car, brand new. And the guy turned up in what I refer to as extremely expensive clothes. She had quite nice clothes on too, and the kids were well dressed. So I assumed by absolute default that they were professional working people. I asked what he did. He stated he was a DJ. I thought, well, there's good money in DJing. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. He may be self-employed, but I'm happy with that. I took that all in, assuming that they were working because they had a nice C-Class, they were dressed well, they were well behaved, and they looked like a beautiful family. They did. They really got me. I just thought, you're a great family. I want you guys in immediately. But I was absolutely disgusted when she asked me not to put the partner or the husband onto the lease. And I thought that was a bit strange.
Stop, sorry to bother you guys, but 93% of who are watching my channel and enjoying the entertainment that I give you are not subscribed. Please like, subscribe and click the alert button.
Why do you not want the husband or the partner on the lease? Because it affected her benefits. He lives with her and they live in the house together, happily together. But yet, she didn't want him on the lease, and she didn't want any recollection, any information to be given about the money that he gets from the north. When I say the north, the man's from Dublin. I believe now that the guy has got benefits from the south also, and collects money as a DJ, because he can afford Off-White. If you know any of my videos, you know that I know what fakes are. And I sell Off-White, and I know what fakes are. They weren't fake. So, what is this? What is this where I have worked all my life, and in my entire time, and I have to say to you guys, I paid millions in taxes, in rates, council taxes. I paid millions and millions out to staff wages, which has created an economy. I have been the personal financier myself, along many other entrepreneurs, but myself importantly, because I'm really not interested in the story for anyone else. This is my hard work. 33, coming on to 34 fucking years of putting taxes into the society breed a absolute atrocious level of attitude that she was openly talking how successful she is in her, like she was earning it. She talked like she was earning it in a career, that it was deserved to her and she would get it forever. That's a person who's been living on the benefit systems for a very long time, knows the score, knows how it's done, and because of that, as a person who is trying to be a landlord, if I faltered on her, she would probably know her rights and kill me as a landlord. Not pay her rent, because if you make mistakes, the tenants are now allowed to not pay their rent for up to a year. So I'm not saying I do everything perfectly. I do try my best to do it perfectly within regulation, with the government controls. The government continually throw more and more spanners in the works, and you're always on your tippy toes trying to make sure you can actually balance how you look after your tenants. It's hard. It's very hard to do tenants. But what really offends me is the fact that I've paid these millions in taxes and that all my staff come here to work every day. As people that are sitting here watching this and are starting to get infuriated with my conversation, either one way or another, either one of you is going, that's none of your business, let's take the piss out of the economy, let's get, but what is wrong with going and doing some work, earning your keep, and having the pride to come to me as a landlord and say that I'm earning this money, but I'm not earning enough and I still have to go to the government for handouts. Now, for me, that is the way it should be. The government should help you when you're down, not when you want more, when you're selfish, when you're greedy, when you want more designer clothes, you want to design a car. You are scum, as far as I'm concerned. You're not the type of people I want to be involved in. I don't condone that behavior, and I'm not happy about supplying a home for someone who's taking the piss out of the government. Not just the government, because the government only pays the money. They're taking the piss out of me and you. They're taking money, and I remember, I've got a bill, I've got a tax bill coming up, and it's £140,000 for the year. And I think to myself, that's going to be a hard tax bill to pay. I'm probably going to go to the government, I'm going to go, please, sir, can you put it out over a year so I can pay it back slowly? Please. And they'll probably go, no, we're charging interest. If you don't do this, you're going to get bankrupted. You need to sell your assets to pay your taxes. And this is happening a lot at the minute, where we're struggling as business people. We're trying to stay as business people. I'm hearing about now, I think the news talked about 4,000 millionaires or multimillionaires or decamillionaires have now left the country since Labour has taken over. I'm considering it too. I actually am considering it too, because I'm tired. I'm tired of this level of bullshit affecting us as business leaders who are trying to raise capital and do well for themselves. I want to do well for myself. That's what my work is. That's what my ethic is. I want to work for myself. And in order to do that, I have to look after staff, I have to pay my taxes, I have to pay my council tax, I have to pay it all. I have to answer so much. There is today's workload. This is HMRC, this is rates office, this is tax. This is all nonsense from the government. This is government only. This is this month's government stuff that I have to deal with. The bullshit we have to do for the government. However, now I am partially disabled. Would you see me ever get a blue card? No. Would you ever see me claim disability benefit? No. My arm doesn't work. I am paying a fortune because the NHS doesn't work. I'm paying a fortune to get it injected. I'm going to private health. I've got major issues with my arms where I can't lift my arms any higher than this. This is it. But yet I work on a construction site, I go through my pains, and I never claim. I've never claimed off the government, ever. Look at the records, never in my entire life have I taken a penny from the government, ever. I have come from an environment where I did come from the benefit system. I was a child brought up on Thatcherite benefit system. My mother brought up 3 children as a single mum. She didn't get much money. We were very poor. And that was the reason why I got up and worked at the age of 12, 13, 14, 15. I worked hard for my money because of the fact that I couldn't get enough money to go to school. I needed money for packed lunch. I needed money to buy shoes. And my mum couldn't get it, so I went out and earned it as a young lad. But this system is an absolute joke. How much of an insult are we going to continue taking when people openly talk about the money that they earn as a benefit scrounger and openly talk about it like it's normal, like it's something to be proud of? She showed it to me with pride, and I was absolutely taken back and aghast by the whole thing. What is it? You tell me. I'm fed up with it. It's led me to a bit of a case where, hold on, maybe I should get the government myself. I'll sell everything and hide it all under the mattress. And I'll go to the government and get £4,700 and I'll recommend everyone else. Raheem, do you want £4,700 a month?
Yes, please.
Isn't that crazy? So, yes, I probably put division against you guys. But do not underestimate me when I say this. I do not want to see people down and out being absolutely penniless. It's important to do it. But a brand new C-Class Mercedes with designer clothes and the ability to take which I forgot to tell you about, a £20,000 holiday over December for her and her kids and her family. I asked her why she had no money in her account. And I seen the records of the money coming in. Where are you spending it? She said she put it aside for a brand new Valentine's Day holiday. And she just paid out £20,000 for a holiday in Christmas. Where'd she go? Times Square? New York? Who the hell is doing this? You know, if I'm paying someone £4,700 and they're doing nothing to get back to work, I'm going to go and check their Facebook. And I see people with holidays going to, say, for example, Times Square, or going to the Sun, I would say, hold on, you're on benefits, you can't afford that. But they can. She earned, I worked it out, £52,000 a year. £1,000 a week she earns. She lives in a nice cushy house, and she wanted to come and live in my nice cushy house. I wasn't up for it. I rejected her, and I got this lovely, lovely lady we had 4 finalists, of which one was a family. The second choice was this girl called Laura. And Laura herself she's a single mum, 3 kids, she has partial benefits, and she works part-time working for a large corporate company. So you can clearly see the defining moment where you have someone so abrasive coming in, so narcissistic, to come in and pout all these luxury goods and then tell me that the government, or no, I'm paying for it and I want you to pay your taxes to let me rent my house so I can get my money back and pay my taxes on the money that I get. All goes back to her. That's the way I see it, a triangle of tax. I'm paying tax, she gets the money to pay me rent, I pay tax on the rent that she pays me. She's got it right. No, she hasn't, excuse my language. So there we are. What do you think? Am I being out of line? Should I comment about this issue? Do I have a problem with it? Am I entitled to have a problem with it as a UK citizen who's paid taxes? And there's another thing I want to tell you as well, and we want to put this into a short. Why is it that I don't get credibility for being an employer, and yet I've noticed doctors, lawyers, professional working people who work every day, where's their credit? Where is their open profile? You know, I would love the American system that Donald Trump talks about. People getting employed for merit. People getting employed for their work ethic and what they've earned over their reputation. as far as I'm concerned, if I did the same and went down to the universal credit people, I would get nothing for putting millions into the economy. Nothing for putting millions into the economy. Millions. Millions and millions and millions over my lifetime. I don't even get a health service that I find worthy of time. I'm a busy man, and I hate the idea that I have to phone 300,000 times to get an appointment to see a doctor and then being told that all the appointments are taken up. So I buy a private doctor, which leaves me less money. And yet I earn less money than that girl there that I talked about. Anyway, listen, I've slobbered enough. Thank you very much for listening. I hope I haven't insulted anyone, but that's the way it is. I just feel a little bit upset about benefit scrounges. I'll leave it with you. Let's see what your comments are. Feedback to me whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether you agree, whether you don't. And that's it. So have a good day. Please like and subscribe. If you don't like, press the unlike button. Because I think I'll get a few unlikes. Because there's a lot of people out there that support people that want to take money out of the government. And I don't agree with it. And that's all to be said. Thanks for talking. Goodbye.